We're live. All right, cool. So, last, is everybody in above VTT?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Excellent, excellent. Cool. So, last we left our heroes, they were in a staging room for the castle guard, the garrison, and were asked to disarm their weapons, which everyone has agreed to. And as you look over and you see Kofi, the tiefling you were with, start to remove his items, and suddenly there is a small electrical storm, and he snaps out of existence, and he's gone. And do any of you react to that?
Yes, I scream, I hate magic again.
The captain goes, "Oh, that happens all the time. Don't worry about it. He'll show up in a week or two, most likely." If everyone's removed,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something? I say, oh, you think probably like next Tuesday, maybe?
yeah, about next Tuesday might make sense. Maybe later today. You never really know with those, but those they tend not to. Nobody goes missing for long, and so
Cool.
they, and so the captain asks, if everyone's removed all of your weapons and equipment, we can proceed to the Grand Hall, where you will be introduced to the king. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
I'm
ready.
absolutely.
All right, great. So the king leads you up, one of those circular stone staircases, and then down a hallway, and you arrive at a set of very tall, very ornate, carved wooden doors, and they open, and you go into the grand hall, and it is fine stonework, a lush carpet running down the middle, columns going up the side to the flying buttresses on the exterior, windows the length of the hallway of the grand hall, and at the far end there is several stairs going up to a pair of thrones, one larger and grander and one a little more subtle. And on the throne, you see the king. And anyone want to roll any perception or anything like that as you go into the hall?
Yes, I would love to roll
right.
perception. Here I go, rolling perception. Bloop. Let's see. 12.
Great. Along the hall, in between the windows, you notice some tapestries that seem to detail the exploits of the man you see sitting on the throne. But you're having a little difficulty piecing it together. You see some battles. You see him being victorious, and then you see the woman sitting next to him, a blue-skinned elven woman in one of the tapestries as well, and you see them standing, a tapestry of them standing in the hall where you are standing right now. And so as you approach the hall, the end of the hall where the king is sitting, you overhear a young half-elf with some traits of the king and the queen going, "But Daddy, I need to pay off my debt to Jimmy at the club. If we can't get the gold out, how am I supposed to do that? I'll lose my club privileges." And the king goes, "Not now. I am busy." And then you arrive, and the king, you see the king, the queen, and the man who was speaking, another young half-elf woman, and a elf standing off to the side, and they appear as such. You should.
Oh. Oh, hold on, my sheet's up. Whoa, cool! Look at this. I love this.
Okay.
Sorry, that was genuine.
No, that's cool.
Me, Ted,
That
as the player,
did
not
not.
Bosch of Amazon.
There we go. There we go. Just changed an OBS. Great. Okay. So this is the royal family. And you see the king with a wine glass in his hand.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask a
I
question?
feel
Oh,
while
no,
I'm. I want to. We'll say this while I'm narrating. Feel free to interject. Ask to roll perception. Ask to. You know,
Okay.
this is your game. That I can get back to the narration, but I don't want you to
all
feel
right,
held back.
I'm rolling perception on. I want to know what's in that goblet that's in the king's hand. You know what
Go
I'm
for
saying?
it.
Here I go. B.
Really good.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, so that's
Okay,
a nat 20.
23.
That's a nat 20.
Wow.
Which is a super success. You are not a big drinker, but you can tell that this just smells like the best wine you could possibly have experienced. It is just like velvet, and you
I
can
could
just
probably
tell
pick
that.
out. I probably know like what the vintage is
Yeah.
and like what the grape is
Yeah.
and like what year it was. Okay, cool, awesome. Thank
Yep.
you.
I want to
Definitely
roll.
wine though, right?
All right, I wanted to roll a perception. I want to see what's going on. What's he holding over here on the what's our half elf holding over here on the left side in his hand?
Yeah, what's in the box?
Yeah,
what's in the box?
What's in the mystery box? All right, I'm going to roll a perception. Here we go.
Oh, the elf on the left or the half elf on the right?
Does it really matter with this roll?
I'll tell you both. One is a book. One is an apple.
That's it. Oh, sorry, I rolled a natural 20 and you rolled a natural 1. Oh no.
My streak continues.
I didn't even see it was a nat one.
Are these virtual dice weighted or something? Is it like virtually magnetic or something?
I didn't even see that was a nat one. It is some kind of square object and some kind of round object.
I'd like to roll a perception check on the square object.
Sure.
I want to roll.
All right. 13. It is a book. You're not really sure what's in it. You don't have a lot of reading experience. But you have seen some of your captors carrying books around from time to time, and you understand that they write in them or read from them.
Okay.
I want to roll a perception check on the die.
All right, so the king sees you and the rest of the part. You all approach with the captain, and he rises from his seat and says, "Excellent! I'm so glad you are here. Adventurers, the kingdom is," and you can tell he's pretty drunk. Not stumble down, throw up drunk, but he is swaying a little bit, and his speech is a little slurred. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. The kingdom is in need of your assistance. You see, I have lost the key to open my vault, and he sort of just lazily swings the cup over towards his right, your left, and you see there is a very large metal door with all kinds of intricate carvings on it, and a lock right in the middle of it for a
Merritt.
yes.
Sorry, I want to roll an insight check on what the king is saying right now. But please continue while I roll this.
So I've lost the key for my vault, and we need to get it open.
14.
Yeah, for that you think he's telling the truth.
Cool.
And we need to open the vault, because if we are unable to, we will be unable to fulfill our end of certain trade agreements, and that we may come across a few problems because of that. And so then you see the elf with the book speak up, and he's very restrained. He says, "King Torbert is inviting you to enter the service of the kingdom of Tomalon, and your first task would be to retrieve the magical key that the king misplaced. Well, let me rephrase that. Was misplaced by no one in particular while the king was on a hunting trip in a village to the city's north.
Insight check on the elf.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm rolling an insight. Well,
Yep.
Go ahead, Ted.
Yep. Both of you, go ahead and roll
I'm
that.
all about insight these days. Here we go. 16.
He wants to be of service and get the key back and the vault door open.
But it sounds like he's being truthful, right?
As far as you can tell, yep.
All right. Hey, I want to ask real quick because I'm just, is this going to be insight or is this going to be perception? I want to see the other's reactions while he's speaking. How's everybody else reacting?
That would be perception, I believe.
All right, I want to do a perception check on everyone else as he's
sure.
speaking.
15, great. So the queen is looking at the king with patience and remorse, you might say. And
I know what that's like.
the prince is not paying attention at all. He is like picking his fingernails and flipping the apple in the air and just like looking bored and bothered that he has to be here. And then the princess is just like looking at her flowers and looking up at her father and looking up at her mother and just sort of existing in the world, not really caring one way or the other, not seemingly bothered by the situation. And so then the elf speaks up once again and says, if you would be most obliged to venture forth and retrieve the key to the vault, we would be most in your debt, as the vault contains the wealth and ergo the power of our nation. And the king gets angry and says, I am the source of this nation's power. But Chun-Li is right. If we don't open the vault, we're pretty screwed.
My character wants to say something.
Go ahead. Yep.
I want to ask a question respectfully. This is my character speaking now.
Yep.
Respectfully, it seems as if you've cast us with a search and sort of fetch quest, if you will. Now, why us? Why these three strangers? Why would you suddenly just pull us off the street after seeing us dispatch some pretty low-level kobolds to go and find this key?
That is an excellent question. Chun-Li, answer the man. And the elf speaks up. The situation is rather embarrassing to His Royal Majesty, and we fear that using official royal channels would result in a loss of morale among the local garrison.
I get it. So you need someone who's not attached to anybody, that doesn't know anybody. You need black ops, if you will.
That is a delicate way to put it, yes.
Well, I'm a delicate guy. And then I wink at him.
Oh, it says on my information here that you are a monk, but your flamboyance indicates, are you in fact not a bard?
I'm actually a pretty low-level monk, so...
Understood.
And I just kind of shrug and
understood.
Wink again. And then I lick my lips.
Well, take note. You may be of interest in attending the Bardic College in the city at some point.
Oh, yeah, I know Bard. I know Bard College. All right, enough. I'm sorry.
Good one. All right.
I want to ask.
Yep, go ahead.
What they can tell us. I want to know, what are these storms that have brought us here? And if we do this quest for you, what will we get in return?
These are great questions.
Excellent questions.
Says, and then I go up for like a high five. Nice.
So
I restrain myself for fear of damaging your small arm.
This is actually
That's very fair. Thank you.
The queen will speak up at this point, and she will say, Greetings. My name is Queen Elandria. I'm perhaps better equipped to tell you about the storms. We call them warp storms, and they are a manifestation of the energy that binds our universe together. And oftentimes they will interact with selected individuals, and they may arrive or depart in unpredictable ways, but they have to date been largely harmless.
I stare confused. That sounds great.
Totally understanding the concept.
Merritt.
Yes.
I want to roll something about. Is there something that would be like is that like Arcana? Would that be like knowledge of magic? Or anything
Arcana
like
is
that?
knowledge of magic.
Okay, cool. Can I roll an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, nat 20 again,
Oh,
baby.
man.
22.
What is it you want to know?
This is specifically about the electrical storms and the half elf's description of them.
Yeah, sure. So these electrical storms are a natural occurring phenomenon. They are not controlled by any individual. They truly do seem to be randomly occurring, teleporting heroes and monsters at various times. And currently the city of Oban experienced a spike. To have 4 adventurers appear all at once is a unique phenomenon.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Anybody else have anything? Nope. Okay. So the king said yes. And to answer your other question, yes. If you succeed in retrieving the key, you will be rewarded with a choice of any item in the vault or 100 gold pieces each. So each of you can choose an item that you find within that is of interest, or 100 gold pieces. Now, if you excuse me, I have other matters to attend to. Jundi, do the thing. And then the bald elf will say, gentlemen, if you would please follow me, we'll return you to your equipment, and we can get you settled and on your way.
One more question. May I ask another question?
Yeah, go for it.
Chumley?
Yep.
Chumley, just between,
Jun,
just
J-U-N,
between us.
Junley. Yep.
Junley, excuse me.
Mhm.
Sorry. That was all like my character being like, sorry. I thought it was Chumley.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that the king is on a lot of these tapestries in here. What's up with that?
These tapestries detail the history of King. God, need to remember his name. I tried. Trebor. King Trebor's ascension to the throne here in Oban and his conquest of the continent of Tomalon.
So he's not he was not born to the throne. He assumed the throne. That's what you're saying.
He was born to the throne in Oban, but has conquered the rest of the continent. Originally, it was not a single united kingdom.
Okay. Did a lot of people die in this conflict, or?
A lot of people die in all wars, yes.
But like more than like usual.
What is it you're trying to infer from these
Just
questions?
trying to see just trying to like feel the vibe, like people, people happy. Or is it just
the kingdom has
this is just the world that we find ourselves in, and
Sure.
we don't have any real choice in the matter.
Understood. Yes. Since King Trebor's victorious conquest, the continent of Trebor has lived. The continent of Tomalon has lived in peace for the past 25 years.
Oh, great! Thanks.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Does
blink
the
with
king-
both eyes this time.
Does the king have any dealings with the Guild of Wonder?
The Guild of Wonder operates in many ways in and around the country of Tomalon, and that they provide equipment to many of our forces and many of the neighboring continents as well.
What more can you tell us about this misplaced key? You seemed hesitant when you were describing it. If we're to take on this task, what truly happened with this key?
The key was lost during the king's hunting trip north of the village of Oakdale. That is the most unfortunate circumstances and is where we find ourselves in this current predicament.
So do we have like any way to
To
hints for where it could be?
If you would follow me back to your equipment room, I will provide you with an item that will help you locate the key when you are in a closer proximity.
Great. Love it. Let's go. Unless anybody else wants to ask a question.
No.
I'm good.
All right, great. So you all go back down into the room where you left your equipment, and there not only do you find your own equipment, but you find a host of different items that adventurers may need. There's extra rope, there's crowbars, hammers, there's different types of weapons that you may want to be carrying in case you want to change out your weapon for another. Excuse me. I shouldn't drink beer when doing this.
No, you should. It's good.
It's good.
You're king.
Method acting.
Yeah, there's also some health potions that you can take, and Jun Lee says, please avail yourself of anything in this room that you may find may be helpful on this quest. We are here to be of service to you, and we hope that you can succeed in this endeavor. And then you hear a voice go, Jun Lee, will you loosen up a little bit? And in comes Ethel, who you've met before, but she has changed. So instead of wearing the business casual blouse that she had on before, she's now in a very sharp gray suit. Her hair is much neater. She's done her...
Are you gonna say like polished scale mail or something like that?
No. Her makeup is done, and she comes in with a couple of parchments, and she says, boys, I'm so glad you came in while I was on duty. You've got me out of that office. I'm now going to be your hero partying case manager. So I'm going to be working closely with you and taking care of you while you're here and hearing about your adventures when you come back and report. So I am just thrilled you got me up out of the office. It's just like back in my Ranger days. I couldn't be more excited. So what we need you to do first is sign these contracts that you are going to be under the employ of King Trebor and the Kingdom of Tamerlon. You will serve the king to the best of your abilities until you have completed this quest, and you will also keep all of this information strictly to yourselves. And so she lays out a parchment for each of you with a quill.
I wanted to ask what happens if we refuse to sign.
Exactly, me too.
Well, because you if you agreed to this and already heard about the task at hand and the vulnerability of the Kingdom of Tamerlon right now, we're going to put you in the dungeon until the key is retrieved, because you're now a national security threat.
I want to roll an investigation check because I want to read this contract and really make sure I know what I'm signing. Here I go. 10.
You read over this contract to the best of your ability. It is rather detailed in its definition, but as far as you can tell, there aren't any traps in here. This isn't going to put you into indentured servitude. This isn't going to force you to serve on other quests. It's
pretty much a boilerplate NDA.
It's a boilerplate NDA detailing this quest. It's on the up and up. It details your reward upon your survival. It details that the resources of the kingdom will be made available for you for free. So anything you take now will be covered. It says you'll be given 10 gold right now to help you pay for any expenses you have going forward. It will cover your room and board while you're in the city of Obin until you depart. All that good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, what the hell? I'll sign it.
All right. And do the other two of you sign?
I begrudgingly sign it, making a bird-like noise.
Just a bird squawk.
Crossing under my breath. Yeah.
I sign it as well.
Excellent. All right. So once you've signed, Jun Lee steps back forward and he holds out a crystal for you, and it is, it looks like a diamond in that it's perfectly clear, but it's not sort of like as shiny. It's just, honestly, it almost looks like it's just a piece of glass. And Jun Lee says, "This crystal will begin to glow when you get within 100 yards of the key, and then it will actually begin to emit a loud humming noise when you're within 10 yards of the key. So that will help when you reach the hunting camp. It should light up that you should be able to see the general direction it comes in, and if you hold it horizontally with the point, the light within the crystal will move in one direction or the other to indicate what direction the key may be in. So which of you would like to hold this crystal?"
Pass.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll hold the crystal.
All right, so Jun Lee
Give it to
hands
ground shaker.
you the crystal and says, "Very well. Well, we are getting towards the end of the day, and unfortunately travel on the roads is not as safe as one would wish. You are certainly welcome to go this evening if you would like, but I would also recommend perhaps staying at an inn near the gatehouse and departing at first light. But it is your choice, and if you would like, Ethel will be able to lead you to the inn, or she will lead you to the gate, and you may depart." Now,
I want to take a look around at some of this stuff in the room and see if there's anything I want.
Yes, excellent choice. So, so as we discussed last week, I said I was going to remove everything from your inventory. I decided not to do that since you probably just add most of it all back in. But think of any sort of equipment you might like for your characters that you may or may not have.
Are there any like healing potions?
There are enough healing potions for each of you to take 5 minor healing potions.
Dang. Okay, I'd like to take 5, but I also want to crack one of them open and drink it right now.
Let me, before you do that, let's let you know via the rules, since you're new, if you go to the inn and rest for the night, that will count as a long rest, and you will get all of your hit points back.
I don't want to drink it then.
Yeah.
I just want to hold it in my hand, and then as my hand starts shaking, as I start like thinking about my the intense thirst I get whenever I'm around healing potions. That's the thing about my character we didn't talk about. I'm actually in recovery from healing potions. So no, that's not a thing. Okay, I want to take some healing potions, and I want to see if there's any like I don't know. Is there any like better gear compared to what I have? Should I roll a perception check for that?
Sure, you can go ahead and roll a perception check.
Should we add potions to our sheet?
Yes, go ahead and add 5 health potions and 10 gold to your character sheets.
Potion of healing?
Yeah.
There's a greater, or
not the
there's
greater.
A superior?
Nope, just the regular.
Or a supreme?
Nope.
I don't see the regular.
Well, let me take a look here.
Are you guys under inventory for this?
Yes. If you go to inventory and then you pick on your alms box, or your backpack, I guess it doesn't really matter. You can add items to whatever. And then potions is one of the items.
I see. Add items here. Okay.
Yeah, so inventory, manage inventory. There should just be potion of healing. If you just filter by potion, and then it should say potion of healing.
Potion of climbing,
I see potion of healing, greater, superior, and supreme.
I'm just saying potion of healing. That's it, right?
I'm seeing potion of healing greater.
Up at the top, there's if you type in potion of heal, the top one says potion of healing, and then in green it says potion of healing greater.
I could just add them. Let me see if I can add them for you. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I just typed in. Yep, I just typed in potion of heal, and I see that now. I see greater, superior, and supreme.
There should just be a regular potion of healing.
I don't see that.
Yeah, that's what I grabbed.
Yeah, green.
I don't under. All right. Well, it's not green. It's in black writing.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Well, then I'll add it for you. I don't know how you don't have
Okay,
it, but that's
sure.
fine. I'll add it for you.
It's fine. I mean, I don't really super need them because I can.
All right. I just put it in your equipment.
Okay.
And then do we
Steve,
add
did
money
you
in that
did you
same
get it?
menu,
Yep,
or-
same way.
Merritt, did you just add it for me?
No, I did it for right.
Okay, you'll have to do it for me because
Yep.
I'm the same as right.
That's
I was
so
seeing all the
weird.
other.
That's so weird. You guys aren't seeing it.
Do you see what we're talking about, Merritt? If you type in the potion of heal.
Yeah, I see like the higher ones, but I don't understand why you don't see the most basic one. But that's all right.
Yeah. Is it because we're so advanced already?
Yep, yeah, that's exactly it. They're like,
Oh.
oh, these are useless for these guys.
Yeah.
I also don't see gold. Where do I add gold?
Let me take a look at your sheet.
Yeah. If you could say, if you can speak on
Inventory.
how you're doing it, I'll try to do it as well.
So in inventory,
Okay.
hit on so next to the search bar, hit manage inventory.
Yep.
Go
Yep.
down to currency, gold
Currency,
up to
yep.
10.
gold. Okay.
I don't see currency.
Add.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. Now I see
No
it.
worries, all good.
Happened.
So I rolled a 14 for perception. Is there anything specific that I just want to know if there's anything in here that I'm like, ooh, that's much better than my
Well,
quarterstaff,
you know what?
or-
You see, there's nothing that's significantly better, but there are other varieties of monk weapons. Let me see. So there's some nunchucks, some tombos, a 3-section staff. One of the ones that's like like a police club, but like you hold it on the back of your arm. You know what I mean? So there's a pair of those. I don't think anything else you'd really be interested in. Are you interested in bladed monk weapons or mostly?
Nah, I think
Yeah.
I'll just take the 3. What is that? That 3-section staff? You said?
3-section staff. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. In addition to keeping your quarterstaff.
Now I'll put my quarterstaff down.
Okay. Let me.
Where would I find that under weapons?
So yeah, manage inventory again.
I'm in that menu, but I'm just wondering like what's. The
Oh, you
name
know
of
what?
this
It may
staff?
not. That may not actually be in inventory I have available. Now that I think about it, let's move forward with just your quarterstaff, and we can retcon it
Right.
later. If,
I'll just
we'll look for it
hold on to that.
offline. Now, right, I'm not sure you currently have a weapon.
Oh, I got 3.
Oh, you do. You
I
do
have
have
javelin. Yeah, I've got
You know,
javelin.
I
a
added. I
warhammer,
think I
and a-
added those for you offline last week. I remember
Yeah.
that now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and Rokun, are you all set with all of your equipment?
I think so. I've got my potions, and then I've got my great axe that I want, my 2 throwing axes, my 2 hand axes, and then I've got a javelin.
Great.
Hey, quick question: is there a at the bottom it shows the backpack, it shows a weight listed for it. Is there anything that we have to know about the weight of that? Does it cause any?
If you,
It says 59 pounds,
yeah.
and then next to it in parentheses 54/30. Am I supposed to be staying within a range? If you're over, is it negatively impact you? Something. Like
It's supposed to. You're at 54.
I'm at 59 pounds.
What?
All this gold.
How much? You're at 59 pounds from the gold.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh,
Not the
yeah.
gold. But if you look at the bottom
59.
of my backpack,
Oh yeah. What is your
My
ration?
backpack is 17 pounds.
Okay, cut the
the
rations.
rations
Are
are
20
20
pounds.
pounds
That's
for some
ridiculous. One
Yeah.
day's rations are 20 pounds. Yeah, just drop that.
Oh,
Well,
that's because we have
that's
10.
how much food he
we have
needs to
10
eat,
of
'cause-
them.
Yeah, my
Don't
1
don't
day
worry
ration
about
is
don't
4
worry about
pounds.
food right now. Don't worry about food. You're
I'm
okay.
just gonna delete those. Let's get those out of
Yeah,
there.
that's silly.
Rations. I see. Okay.
You're also
Damage.
carrying 10 torches. That's absurd. We'll go down to 2.
Okay, you're changing that.
Yeah, I'm changing that for
All
you.
right, I appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, and that would only impact movement speed, and I'm not really going to worry about that right now for you guys. So we can just move on. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, real quick, the beer has a dragon on it.
Ah, awesome, perfect. Okay, so you guys have checked out the equipment. You're all happy with what you have. You have gotten some healing potions. And then Ethel goes, before you fellas go, I've got one more special thing for you. And she holds out another bottle, and this one's very different. This one looks like it's a liquid, but it has these like silver strands flowing through them. It's like a dark purple with this silver moving, and it's constantly just going in and out of itself. And she says, this here's a potion of revivify, so in case one of your boys goes down, it'll bring you back from beyond. These are extremely rare, and this is actually the only one in the possession of the kingdom at this time, but the king does consider this to be a vitally important mission. So which one of you would like to carry this?
And I say not me.
I'll carry it.
Okay, so I'm not sure if that's in the thing right now. We don't need to worry about adding it right now, but you have one potion of revivify. And I think I explained that if you go to 0 hit points, you fall unconscious, and then you have to do saving throws for subsequent turns. I think we've talked about that. So being unconscious does not mean you're dead. You don't need to use that for just being unconscious. A regular healing potion or a healing spell will get you back up from being unconscious. Okay.
Great.
Everybody all set?
Yeah.
All
Let's go
right.
to that inn, baby.
All right. If you boys will follow me, I'll lead you down to the Gatehouse Inn. It's right next to the Gatehouse. The proprietor is not a creative thinker, but we're going to go. It's a very nice little place. You'll feel right at home. And so Ethel leads you through the town to the Gatehouse Inn. And she's like, all right, boys, you enjoy your evening. I'm going to go home. I don't think I need to come by in the morning to see you off. Just head straight north from the city. There's just one road. The first village you come to is Oakdale, and then you go west from there, and you'll get to the hunting camp. Have fun. Good luck. I'll see you in a day or two. And with that, Ethel goes home, and we go back to the tavern. And here we are at the actual tavern, and inside it's still early evening, and so there are people drinking, throwing weapons at the targets. There's a musician playing just lively but not overly rowdy music. There's people eating, people drinking, and so
I'd like to roll a perception check.
sure, go for it.
Is there anyone from the Sticky Finger Gang or Guild of Wonder in the inn?
Not that you see.
Okay.
I don't want to roll any checks. I just want to look around to see, just to sort of see what's what.
Okay.
Get the
If there's
vibe.
more that we should know. Yeah, I just want to feel that vibe.
All right, so you see, everyone. There's some soldiers in here. There's some town folks, some traders. It doesn't seem like an overly, tough place. It's not like a place that breaks out into a fist fight every evening or anything like that.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to interject. What is the sigil of the king that runs everything? Like, these knights have do they have like a uniform or like a sigil on their armor?
They have a red banner with gold trim, and on it is a hand holding a sword on a shield. So it's an upward hand with a sword inside of a shield.
And my character doesn't recognize this sigil.
No.
Aside from where we were previously. Okay, cool.
No.
That's all.
Great. So what do you guys do? Do you go over to the bar? Do you go to a table? You see the tables are mostly filled. There is a bench. The one in the top right corner is available.
Right. Yeah, I go to the bar. I'm gonna order probably a plate of potatoes or something. I don't know. We'll see what's on the menu. See if they have
Okay,
any jalapeno poppers.
And everyone else go on over too.
I want to walk over, but I want to also do a perception check. I want to see if anybody's reacting to us walking in, especially if we're getting any looks.
Go for it.
Different.
Yep.
Whoa.
People definitely noticed when you opened the door, and they looked up, but they just saw some pretty ordinary looking adventurers, nothing special coming in, not a threat. And they saw you were with Ethel. A couple of them did a little head nod towards Ethel, and she gave one back. And then they just went back to what they were doing before.
I want to ask the people who acknowledged Ethel. I want to go over to them, and I want to ask them what they know about Ethel.
Sure. So let's say you go over to the table, right in front of the door, and what do you ask?
We were brought here by Ethel. We are going to be working with her, and I want to know if she's a trustworthy person.
Oh, Ethel's great. She, she's been working here for how long? I don't know. She's been working in the city for 12, 15 years. And before that, she was a part of the King's Ranger Corps. And she's helped a lot of people in her time, and has lived a really, been a good person. All the time I've known her here, we've fallen out of touch recently, and we used to have lunch maybe once every other week once she started at the clerk's office, but we've fallen out since then. But it's good to see her back involved in adventuring, even in a limited capacity.
You said that she was in service of the king. I'm from a different land here. How is the king of this land? How does he treat his people?
I would, all kings are assholes, right? They make a dollar, I make a dime, but he's not unjust towards anyone. We've had a good life since he united the continent.
How often does the king send heroes out adventuring?
Not.
And do they return?
The king's sending you out, and you remember a part of the contract where you are bordering on violating the non-disclosure agreement.
I cough loudly, and then scream, "King, who's that?" And then I do a little. I try to do like a little I'm gonna roll a dexterity check because I'm gonna try to do like a neat little acrobatic thing. Let's see here. I have I know I have like dexterity or something for like.
Yeah.
What is
So.
it? Sorry. Okay.
Try and tell me what you want to do, and then I'll tell you what the check should be.
Distraction.
I want to do. I'm gonna try to do like a little sleight of hand thing, like a little.
Like a magic trick?
Yeah, just like a very basic magic trick.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Like I have the gold coin in my hand, and it's like big in my like little gnome hand. So I want to try to do like, whoa, look at this. Where did that go?
All right, do a sleight of hand.
I kind of hope this fails miserably, but here we go. 12, 13. Wait, what? That landed. Okay, 13.
Yeah, so you rolled a 10, and then 3 is your modifier. So you try and do like the behind the ear trick where he's like, "Where'd the coin go?" And you tried to pull it out from behind his ear, and you'd perform the trick very well. But this is an adult, and they are just like, okay, yeah. So, anyways,
Then I hold up my hands to my. You see how small these hands are, right?
And
right.
Yes, you do have small gnomish hands. That's good job with the coin.
Thanks.
But what were you asking?
I was
that's not
asking if
important.
how's the food? How's the food here?
The food is
Good?
excellent. The food is very good here. Fairly priced, and I can highly recommend the roast chicken. But I would say stay away from the fish.
That's criminal. Chicken is criminal.
Yeah. He's a
I will
bird.
not eat.
You're an Aarakocra, not a chicken.
Okay.
Your people have eaten plenty of birds.
Okay. And then I'll eat.
And that was said
Your
by
people
that
have
was
eaten
said by
plenty of
that was said by the person at the table, not by me.
Do they have like a nice? This is me. This is me asking
Mhm.
again. This is not me, the character, but Bosch.
Yep.
I say, oh, roast chicken. Do they do that? Do they do like a spatchcock situation, or is it more of like a whole roasted bird with like some potatoes?
It's the whole bird on a plate.
Do they like? Does it flattened, or is it the?
No, it is just like on a spit turned over a fire.
That sounds good. Does it come with a vegetable, or is it like a
It
salad
doesn't
bar?
come with any vegetables. You could get what do they have? They got some boiled carrots, boiled cabbage, boiled potatoes, boiled turnips, boiled. What was that thing that you had last night? Mushrooms, boiled mushrooms. That's right, and a lovely beet puree.
I'll have a roast chicken with a beet puree, good sir, and a bed for the evening.
Well, I'm a customer here, not a waiter. Why don't you go sit down and someone will be right with you?
All right, sir. I don't like your attitude here. Okay, I did that cool trick for you. I was trying to make it an actual conversation with you, and now you're giving me all like you know so much about the food. I just assumed you were a waiter.
You see me sitting at this table. You came over to me. You assumed I
I'm
was a
rolling
waiter.
initiative. I'm rolling initiative.
So the bar sees you reach for your quarterstaff, and every single person at the table
All right.
immediately jumps up and puts hands
All
on
right.
their weapons.
All right, fine. I try to do another magic trick. I'm rolling it. Sleight of hand. Here we go. 15. I do the same one. The same trick.
You do the same coin trick with the same level of success to a group of angry adults. And so then you go and do you all go sit down at the table?
Does everybody calm down after that amazing trick that I did?
They they've relaxed a little bit. They're still standing and all looking at you.
I head to the bar. And
I go sit at the table.
I ask how much it is for one of the chickens.
And the bartender says, normally a chicken would be 5 silver pieces, but we received notice that the people who arrive with Eleanor this evening are under the King's provisioning tab, so you do not need to worry about your bill this evening, gentlemen.
I'll order 20 chickens. I'm 10 feet tall. It's not. That's a normal amount. That's a healthy amount.
Well, I'm not sure we have that many left, but I will go and look and see how many we can bring you. We also have a leg of lamb available if you would like some of that. We also have some smoked ribs that I could bring you as well if that sounds good.
I let the others order in front of me, and then I'll order the rest.
Okay. So Bosch is getting the chicken with the beet puree, and Lek, what would you like?
I'll have 2 legs of lamb and 2 ales.
Excellent.
I'll have the rest of the lamb.
The rest of the lamb.
I'll have the other 3 legs and the rest of its body,
Excellent.
and the ribs, and as many chickens as you have.
Excellent. All right. If you gentlemen would kindly have a seat, we'll get the food over to you in a little while, and be right with you as soon as we have that all gathered up.
Thank you.
I want to ask the others about their history. I want to know more about each one of them.
The other players, the other characters. Yeah, great. So
I ask.
You all go sit at the table.
Amazon and Lek, while we're sitting together, what region they come from, and who are their people.
I am Lek. I am an Aarakocra. I was orphaned or snatched from my colony as a child. I do not know where I come from. I do not know my people. I've only recently escaped out to seek vengeance and to reunite the other lost Aarakocra.
I say, dang, it's a hell of a story, man. Hello, I'm Bosch. Sorry, this is Ted now. I forgot my backstory. I didn't forget the whole thing. I kind of just remembered like the broad strokes, but I feel like I wrote it so long ago. So now I'm trying to find the email here. Hold on a second. Okay. No, I put it in Drive, didn't I? Classic. This is all Bosch muttering to himself, just like, I had this whole thing going on here. Let's see here. Just hold on a second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, my name is Bosch of Amazon. I live a life of non-attachment. I am also an orphan, Lek, so I know what that's like. I was brought up by a kindly order of monks, but was exiled from them, and I am also on a path of vengeance because an evil warlock killed my mentor. And now I was, just living my hermit life when I was zapped away, and I also have been sober for 2 years. God willing. So, no drinking from me. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
What about you, big man? Where are you from?
I tell them both that their tragic stories bring tears and pain to my heart. That from where I'm from, I was raised to be the leader of our tribe. I was the largest of all the Goliaths, and that from the time I was young, I was bred to be the lead warrior for our people. And that there's not much more to say. I propose that while we're stuck in this land, and if we don't have any way of knowing where the electrical storms will come or take us, that we make sure we stick together and form a tribe. My people always focused on working together. Everybody had a role, and I suggest that we do the same thing, that we stick together.
So right as you suggest that, a huge gust of wind smashes the door open. Like, it violently swings open and bashes against the wall, actually hits somebody who was standing there and knocks him to the ground. Could each of you please roll perception?
Oh. Perception. Oh, dang it. 15.
20.
And 22.
So you, Lek and Rokun, feel just like a whisper pass behind you. And when you're done looking at the person's, some people go over and help the guy up off the ground. And when you are done looking at him getting up, you turn back and look at the table, and there is someone seated in the back corner of the table where none of you were. None of you noticed him get by you or anything like that. And he is dressed all in black with a cloak up over his face so that you can barely see it. The light almost seems to fade around him, like the light stops reaching him, and you can barely see a shadow of a face in the hood of the cloak. And he very quietly speaks to you, and he goes, "Bosch, Lek, Rokun, I know you have been quested with finding the key to the king's vault. I must tell you, the quest is not what you think, and those you meet may not be as you seem. And I need to find my script for this part of the script.
While you're finding the script,
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to roll an insight check. Rolling an insight check.
Yep, do it.
12.
What you see is what you see. There's not much else you can determine about him.
I want to do a perception check to see how others are reacting to this figure.
Yep, go ahead.
If they acknowledge him. There we go. 23.
No one else looks over. No one has seen him. As far as you can tell, you are the only ones who can see him.
I want to roll an insight check on what he's saying as well.
Yep.
Holy shit, nat 20.
You can tell with certainty everything he's saying is the truth. He's not lying to you.
Okay.
Good roll. And he says, retrieving the key is only the beginning for you, but it is of your quest is of vital importance, and failure may result in the destruction of everything you know and hold dear.
I ask him who he is.
World-ending catastrophe?
So to answer answer Lek, I cannot tell you my name, but know that God, I suck at this.
No, this is good.
Oh, you're doing awesome, man.
All right.
I'm like real sucked in right now. You're doing great.
But know that I wish you no ill will.
How can we reach you again?
You will not be able to find me.
I turned to Lek. Sorry, I turned to Lek and I say, this guy doesn't seem like the type of person we're going to be able to find. My guy. I hold up a chicken wing to the stranger and I say, you want to get in on this?
You will need your nourishment for what lies ahead.
Nah, I don't need that much. I'm a gnome.
Hold on. I want to roll an insight on him to see if there's anything familiar about him. We've been meeting lots of people. I want to see if there's anything that's familiar about him. Now, where in God's creation is insight checking?
Yeah, so insight is on that list of skills.
Big
sort of
bar skills
the big
that goes the whole sheet.
The one that goes the whole sheet down. It's about halfway down, a little above.
It might not be on your sheet if you don't have wisdom.
No, he will have. Everybody has it. He just won't have any
Okay.
modifiers.
Well, I've got
Gotcha.
wisdom. I've got perception, but weren't you? There's insight. I see it. Okay, all right.
Alphabetical order.
There it is. I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm sure this will be very insightful. I've never seen this.
You're not sure you've met anyone before, ever.
Brand new to everyone. I'm befuddled by who's sitting next to me.
I say, I want to say something like, okay, well, we're going to find the key and hopefully nothing else bad happens. But after today, who knows? I say it really passive aggressively too.
And so the stranger said, you have the right idea because fate can rest with the flip of a coin. And with that, he flips a gold coin in the air. Roll perception.
Oh, man. As he's doing that, I say, hey, I know magic too. All right, here we go.
Oh, brutal.
8.
17.
So you all follow the coin up into the air. Bosch, you now feel the wisp of motion that the others felt when the door slammed open, and the coin just falls and lands on the table. And when you look up from it, the stranger is gone. But again,
I take a closer look at the coin.
roll perception.
Oh, dang. Okay. Oh, Oh, nat 20, baby.
It's an ordinary gold coin.
Yeah. I say, check this out. Sleight of hand. Here we go. Gotta solidify this, and that's an 8. So that's an 11. I tried to impress Lek and Rokun.
You do the same coin ear magic trick. You try to
But
do it
into
to
my
Lek.
ear this
You
time.
out of
Okay.
your own. I was gonna say you try and do it to Lek, but Lek doesn't have exterior ears, so you're just holding a coin next to his head.
And I said, I say like, you don't have any ears. So
It's at this point that the bartender and a waitress and the kitchen boy and the stable helper from out brings
bar
out
back.
the bar back. Everyone who works at the bar, including a couple of like regulars who sometimes get a couple drinks for free that the bartender asked to help, bring out every morsel of food that they had in the kitchen and put it in front of you and in front of Rokun, along with a couple of ales for each of you. Not placing in front of you, Bosch, because he did over here earlier. But so now
Right.
there's plenty of food and drink at the table.
Thanks. I start eating. That doesn't heal any like hit points, does it?
No.
We're just eating. Okay.
Yeah, there is rules that if you don't eat, you can get exhaustion. Like if you don't eat for a
You
couple
get
of days,
angry.
you get a level of exhaustion, which can like give you disadvantage on certain rolls, I believe. But
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, no, that's not a case right now.
Okay.
All right. So, do any of you do anything else this evening other than eat your dinner?
I eat my food. I wanna it's all paid for, but I still want to leave a tip of some kind. I guess I'll just gold piece sounds like a pretty big tip though.
Gold piece is a pretty good tip.
You can use the mystery man's gold piece.
No, I'm gonna hold on to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to the mystery man's gold piece, and I'm gonna say, do you mind if I hold on to this to Lek and Rokun?
I say that's
Go ahead. As long as you
Okay,
keep
cool.
those magic tricks coming.
Did somebody say magic? I tried to do a sleight of hand trick. Just rolled 16.
Describe the trick you do. You do it rather well this time.
Okay, so all right, sorry. I'm gonna do something I'm gonna waste even more time. So I'm rolling a sleight of hand check because I want to do like holding the coin like this, and then I like palm it, and then it's like gone. But I'm also rolling a performance check, and this is strictly about the quality of my performance, not about the quality of the magic I'm performing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that's 16. Okay, so that's 16 with a sleight of hand.
All right.
But the performance is an 8.
So you managed to perfectly make the coin disappear from your hand, but on the reveal, you bang your elbow into the table and immediately start to clutch it in pain, and then the coin you made disappear, as well as a couple others from your purse, fall onto the floor.
And I just scoop them up, embarrassed, and I say, "I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go to bed." And then I just just walk off very quickly.
All right. So you go and speak to the bartender who you talk about getting a room, and he mentions that you have all three of you have rooms paid for the night, and he leads you up into the upper levels of the tavern, into a very nice, rather ordinary, room.
Cool. Now, do I say? Am I saying long rest now, or
Yeah,
you
don't need. Yeah, just hit long rest on your character sheet, and that should reset everything and give you back all your hit points. And if it
Cool.
doesn't, just give all your hit points back.
Great.
I'll figure out that rule. Okay, Raccoon and Lack, what do you do with the rest of your evening other than eat the innkeeper?
I leave. I shake my head
Eat the
disapproving.
I don't know. eat everything he has available.
I ate everything. in a disgusting fashion. I was acknowledged by all there for my impressive feats of food. As the magic trick came to its conclusion, I just sat there silently with a slow, disapproving nod. Um, and shortly after Bosch left, I've gotten up. I've gone as well, and I'm resting for the evening. So I'm going to
Okay.
recover as well.
Great.
Yeah, I finish up eating, and I too
Okay.
go rest.
Great. So it is now the morning. Make sure you all hit long rest on your character sheets to give you back everything you need. And so in the morning, you all come down and head out of the tavern, and you are met on the street by a man in armor. It's similar to what the guards wear, but it's more like full plate mail, a full plate helmet. He has a sword at his side, and he goes, "Greetings, I'm Sir Podrick Placeholder. I'm to go with you on this quest to retrieve the King's Key today. I couldn't be more thrilled to be coming with you. Shall we head out?"
Key? What key?
The hell are you?
As I
don't
said,
know.
I am Sir Podrick Placeholder. I am also under the King's employ for this journey.
All right, well, Sir Podrick, we signed an NDA, so you might want to watch who you just.
I
start
too
stabbing
have
stuff.
signed the NDA. There's no one around. It's 6 a.m. Everyone from the tavern is still hungover. Let's
Look,
go.
Sir Podrick, stop. No, you stop. Listen to me, Sir. Oh, as he's just like walking away. I'm like, like, stop. Be quiet.
Sir Podrick just turns and starts marching out towards the city, out of the city gate and north of the city.
I turn to Lek and Rokun and I say, I miss Kofi.
I shake my head in agreement.
Me too.
We follow Sir Podrick.
I make out
follow
an
Sir Podrick.
affirmative bird-like noise.
Affirmative bird noise. I'm going to ask you to start making bird noises.
Affirmative bird noises.
An affirmative bird.
All right, so you all are on your way north of the city following the trail. It is a sunny, moderately warm day, perfect day for a long walk. You're not overly exhausted or sweating on the way there. And after about a half a day of walking, you come to, let's find the right one, this village. And you see people going about their day here. They are
Whoa.
tending to the horses, tending to crops, carrying.
Well, the horses are moving.
Yeah, this is one of the
Those are
living
chickens?
maps.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, one of the really cool things about above VTT is they have these living maps available. I think it's actually a YouTube video that you could just get a link to, and it actually has sounds. If I turn it up a little, you might hear them too.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Birds chirping.
Some of the
I
sounds can
wanna
be
roll
really
up
loud.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to roll a perception check to see if there are any threats in the village.
Go ahead. You do not
9.
see any threats.
Is there any?
Sorry, what was that, Ted? You there?
Are there any? Yeah, I'm here. Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yep, I hear you now.
Are there any villagers walking?
Yeah,
around this
there's
village?
lots of villagers walking around. There's someone tending to the sheep and livestock, or I guess these are the chickens in the upper right. A couple of people tending to the corn. Someone here at the stables taking care of the horses. People just going back and forth between the houses. Someone carrying water from a well. So there's a lot of hustle and bustle going on. This is midday.
Who's nearest to me that I can ask something to?
You are coming up from the south, so I would say that the person tending to the horses is probably the closest to you.
Is there?
I
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, is there anything that has the king's sigil on it?
No, this is a pretty rural village. This is not an official. This is not the hunting camp. This is the village of Oakdale.
I try to get the attention of the guy the individual tending horses. I say, "Good sir, good morrow."
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. I am Bosch of Amazon. These are my companions. I'm wondering if you could tell us Do you know where the king's hunting grounds are? Or his hunting camp is?
Oh, yes, they are. They're just to the west down that road. Are you being are you looking for the king's hunting grounds? Yes, there's to the west down that road. You all look like some.
How far? How far would that be? Sorry to interject.
Oh,
Pardon me.
only about an hour's walk, I would say. Not very far. That the king gets supplies here when he comes hunting, and you know, I would say the hunting village sustains the hunting camp sustains this village. But
Cool.
but you all look like some fine helpful fellows. I was hoping maybe you could help us here. That some bandits have made camp just north of us, and they've started coming round and threatening us that if we don't pay them what they call a protection fee, that they'd start to there might be accidents in town. And we all know that there wouldn't be accidents. We're all careful people, but I think that's just really a poorly veiled threat, don't you?
Yeah, that sounds like something that somebody who's making a threat would say.
I asked the villager to describe these bandits.
Oh, I don't know. They're wearing they were wearing masks, red masks, and just they were rough looking people. That the kind of people I would associate with. I don't know what was on them.
I
Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead, Steve. I'm gonna do something.
I asked if they can ask if the king or the king's men can offer protection, since they come this way for the royal hunting grounds.
Well, ordinarily, yes, but since they were just here for a hunting trip, I don't think they'll be back for some time. And we've sent word, but it takes a day or two for word to reach them, and then it takes a while for the request to be processed, and then it takes more time for some people to be dispatched, and the bandit said if we didn't pay them by this evening, that they would come and take what they wanted anyways.
I try to get the attention of Lek and Raccoon and not Sir Padre.
Agreed.
I want to try to get the attention of
roll
Lek and
a
Raccoon.
deception check, please.
Roll deception. Great. Here we go. 4.
Sir Padre comes marching right up. Hey, Bosch, what's going on? How can I help?
I'm gonna roll a persuasion check now, because I'm gonna go persuade Podrick to go look for the key while we go take care of the bandits. Oh, this doesn't work either. It's a 7.
Oh, there are bandits nearby. I did not know. I feel that we should probably stay together then, don't you?
It sounds pretty heavy-handed, Sir Podrick. That's Bosch talking, not. Fine, I guess.
I know what Bosch is. I understand what Bosch is trying to do, so I want to roll a persuasion. You know what? I want to roll a persuasion check. I want to try to persuade. I want to try to persuade him to hang back as well.
We all hate Sam. Oh my god. I don't think this is going to work. A heroic, legendary.
Well, Raccoon, I think that if there are bandits in the neighborhood, we should probably help, don't you?
A point of order. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, please continue.
I should say I nod begrudgingly.
I'm as my role as a paladin of the placeholder order, I will leave this decision up to you three.
Now let's stick together. You're right. Also, better make sure that we don't have. Better make sure that we try to prevent some forest fires too, right, bud?
Absolutely. You should always put out your campfire. Be able to hold your hand over it for 15 seconds before moving on.
That's what it is.
Okay.
I propose that we go searching for the bandits, and Sir Podrick takes point.
I agree with this, but I also want to say that I think it's probably wisest for us to go after the bandits because there's a pretty high probability that they might have found this key, and this key sounds pretty important. So we should probably
Right.
go
They
after
could
the
have the
bandits
key
right
and
now.
not know what it is. Exactly.
Right. And don't worry, I'll be able to use some of my great persuasion skills to get him to give it up without a fight.
All right.
Okay, and now sleight of hand check for another magic trick as I say that. Okay, 21. That's pretty good.
All right. So what was the trick you did?
I flipped the coin, and then as they all looked up to where it went, the coin then came down, and I was just gone.
So the coin falls in the dirt, and they start to look around, and you've run around, and you're standing behind all of them, and you go, ha ta-da!
Yeah, exactly. And it worked perfectly. It's funny to do sleight of hand because you basically have to say how you do the trick.
Yeah. Okay, great. So Sir Podrick picks up the coin and says, I think you dropped this.
I look at Sir Podrick for a very long moment, saying nothing. And then I say,
Sir Podrick just
very
looks back, holding the coin with no expression on his face.
I say, thanks. And then I take it.
You're welcome.
All right.
So it sounds like you are going to go in pursuit of the bandits first. Do you know where they are?
He said north of town.
Very good. So,
Can I
go ahead.
fly above the town to see if I can see them?
Yeah, sure. You can sort of jump up and do a quick flurry and
Well, lap over the little village.
yeah, absolutely.
See if I can see them. Know how far away they are. Do I need to roll something for that?
No.
A perception check,
Nope.
maybe. No?
Yeah, maybe a perception check. So you fly up and roll a perception
sleight
check.
of wing check,
Sleight of
actually.
wing.
Oh no!
Does he fly into a tree?
You fly up, and you look south.
I don't see him.
God.
You're so
don't see 'em.
you're so not used to flying that as you flap, you kind of spin in a circle and you lose your sense of
one arm
orientation.
stronger than
Yeah, and you end up looking south and you don't see anything. And you come back down and you say, "Guys, I think these bandits have a whole castle."
Oh my God. Let's go.
All right. So you head out to the north. So you walk north from this village until you arrive at this camp. And you are coming in from the south. So if you look down onto the south of the map, and I am going to go ahead and add you guys where you are.
Can I roll a stealth check, or is it too late for that?
No, absolutely not. You have only just arrived. You may absolutely roll a stealth check. You
Cool.
And before you do that, let me show you that you actually see in the camp. Oh, hold on.
Oh, there we are. I see us.
Yep. And then you see 5 bandits up on this hill above the camp. And
Cool.
they are they are actually interrogating a gnome that you see tied up. And one of them at the table is trying to open this gnome's pack, and tied to the pack are like some weapons and some other items. And you hear one of them say, "Tell us how to open it, you little shit."
Okay.
But they
I'm
have
gonna do-
they have not noticed you because the gnome is sitting on the end of the log, on the north side of the camp. So they're all looking at him and they're all looking at the pack on the table.
Okay. I turn to Raccoon and I say, "Hey, that gem he gave you, is it doing anything right now?"
I'm gonna pull the gem out, and then do I need to do like an investigation?
No, you just
check?
need to look at the gem.
All right, I'm looking at the gem.
The gem looks exactly the same as when it was in the castle. No
So
light,
it's not-
no
okay.
light at all.
So we're not within within range of it. So
Right.
Yeah, I'm not doing. I show it to everyone so they can see.
I am going to try to sneak. Oh wait, I can kind of hear what they're saying though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Already.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not speaking quietly. They think they are all alone.
Okay. I'm going to shit, I don't know what I want to do. I know what I'm going to try to do. Okay, I'm going to try to do something crazy. I'm not super crazy, but kind of like in line with what I think my character would do. I want to approach the campfire, but I want to try to deceive them into thinking I'm like a traveling bard instead of a warrior.
Okay, sure. What direction do you go? So you can come up from the left over here, sort of by this the wagon on the left, or you can come up on the right and sort of be closer to the two at the table.
I'll come up through this little up there.
So you're going to go right up there? Okay, great. Yep.
I want to try to I'm just going to be in here, and I turn to the other three and I say, like, stay close because this probably isn't going to work.
Okay, so before you get all the way into range, how do the rest of you move?
I want to do a perception check. I want to take a look to assess how much of a threat they're going to be potentially. I want to look for weapons, anything that I think that's going to be.
Yeah, go for it.
So
you see weapons. They have swords. They have knives. There are a couple of ranged weapons lying around. As for how skilled they are with that, you can't tell.
I want to roll a perception check to see if these are the same bandits that the villager mentioned with the red bandanas or the red masks, whatever they were.
As far as you can tell, they are. Some of them have red masks still over their face. Some are pulled down around their neck. They are not wearing any identifiable items. They don't have like a crest on their armor. They don't even really have armor. They're really just kind of in clothes. Some have some leather pieces, but there's no uniform to them. It's very much a ragtag group.
Okay, I want to move over here between the trees where I'm closer, but still away from them, but can see them.
Okay, yep.
I guess I don't know how this works. Being the fact that I'm 10 feet tall, basically, I want to move slowly without drawing notice. So I'm going to hang a little farther back than the others because I know that I would be.
All right, here's what I'll say you can do. So if you go up to like where this cliffside is, as long as you keep the tent between them and don't go too far up to the right or the left, I'll say you will still be in cover and out of sight and not need to roll a stealth check yet.
Okay. You know what? I had to zoom out. That's the problem. I wasn't seeing where I was at.
Gotcha.
So let me.
Yeah, we're kind of fudging the rules on stealth right now, but because we're not technically in combat yet.
Okay. So you're saying I can actually go and move up behind that?
You can get up to like this cliff because they're up above you right now, and they have tents and they have a fire going, and they're very focused on their prisoner and his bag of goods.
So you're saying, let me, for instance, move right there.
Right there, yeah. We'll say that cliff is about, an 8-foot drop. So if you crouch down, you are very concealed behind that.
Okay, perfect. let's see here.
I tell Podrick to flank to the right.
Excellent. I will do. And so
Keep his voice down.
Podrick will come up here where he's a little shorter, but he can get closer and still say, stay out of sight. All right.
Okay.
Can I want to do an, you said it's an orc that is tied up that they're interrogating at this
No,
point,
a
right?
gnome. It's a gnome.
No, no, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I want to do an insight too. I want to try to figure out how the gnome is responding. Is he terrified? Does he seem to be lying to them? Is he, I want to try to gauge his reaction.
That would be perception.
That's perception on that then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to roll a perception check to try to scope that out then.
He seems remarkably calm. Like maybe like he's been in this sort of situation before, or if, he doesn't really. What?
This isn't his first time being tied to
Yeah, he does not seem overly concerned by these guys. Maybe he knows they're, relatively new at this, or they're not really that serious, or he's just not necessarily that concerned overall. All right. Would anyone like to do anything else before Bosch approaches this group?
Yeah, sorry.
No, I believe in Bosch. I'm good with following his plan to try to gain more information. I reassure Bosch that if something happens, I'll be there to help intervene as well.
All right, great. Bosch, go ahead, move to where you would like to, and say what you would like to do.
Well, I'm going to move here to this like little stool thing, and I want to I want to jump right here on top of the log in between them, but I want to sneak in a way where they don't see or hear me coming until I get there.
All right, roll a stealth check, please.
Oh boy, that's a 9.
So you make it to right about here, and then your quarterstaff thunks against one of the tent posts, making a very loud noise, and all of the bandits immediately turn to look at you.
Okay, and I'm going to say something here.
Yep.
I'm going to roll a deception check
Mm-hmm.
first. And I'm just going to roll this check first, and then I'll let you know what I say depending on how this goes. 17. Okay, so I say, good evening, good sirs. It is I, Wilbury, the traveling gnome, who does feats of magic for a crust of bread. Could you spare a moment of your time for a little bit of distraction from this so difficult world in which we find ourselves?
You see these three immediately come down to you and pull out their knives, and one of them goes, "Oi, what are you doing here?" And then this one also comes over and says, "Didn't you hear? He said he does magic." So I need to now let me see real quick.
I want to say something real quick. I say, yes, that's right, good sir. I am here just for a crust of bread and to entertain you. If you're not interested, I'll gladly be on my way.
Give me a second.
Yep.
All right. 4 of them have failed their wisdom perception checks and believe you're a magician. The one at the table did not, and it is highly doubtful, but is embarrassed and doesn't want to speak out against the other 4. And so the one directly in front of you says, "All right then, show us some magic."
Okay. All right. I will oblige.
All right, while they are distracted, do the rest of you take any action?
No.
What?
I watch this play out. No, I watch this play out.
Okay.
I want to see him do the magic and see if he can win it, save it.
I do the same.
Okay, great. What does Podrick do?
Podrick takes no action unless directed to during combat.
Okay, great.
Other than straight up attacking. In a situation like this, he takes no action.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? I prepare myself for combat knowing the past history of Bosch's successes with magic.
Okay.
So I, from this distance,
Here's what I'll tell. Here's what I'll say. Because you've done a good job sneaking up and getting situationally aware, I will give you a bonus to your movement speed in the first round. You've been like hyperventilating, getting your muscles full of oxygen, getting really ready to fight, getting the adrenaline going, so that you will have a free dash action on your next turn when combat starts, which basically means you'll get to move twice as far.
Wait. If combat starts, because this could go really well.
If combat starts, we'll see.
All right, so I'm gonna.
we're all rooting for you, Bosch. We're rooting for you, buddy.
Okay, so one thing I want to do real quick is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pull out this coin. But wait, hold on. I think I have a silver coin. I don't want to pull out a gold coin in front of the bandits. Actually, no, I do want to pull out a gold coin in front of the bandit, and I want to make a big show of it, and just be like, "This is a coin that was gifted to me by a traveling wizard. It has very special properties." And I then proceed to attempt to do that same sort of like palming, and then it's like gone trick. And we'll just see how this goes.
All right, give me a sleight of hand, please.
18.
Oh, that was great. He made the coin disappear. Here, make Tommy disappear. And one of them pushes the other guy forwards. So now this one's standing next to you. Go on, make Tommy disappear.
I say, okay, I'm gonna try to make Tommy disappear. Same sleight of hand. Here I
go. Roll it twice because you're rolling with.
This,
or when
I'm gonna get really serious. I'm gonna get really serious, and I'm gonna say, being a being of magic is no trifling matter. If I make Tommy disappear, I may not be able to bring him back. And then I look at them and I say, is this something you're ready to accept the responsibility for?
Yeah, last week he ate the pigeon I caught. Make him disappear.
I look at them and I go, all right. All right, now I'm going to roll 2 sleight of hand checks and we'll see how this goes. 3 for 6 and 11.
So you reach out your palm.
Sheet trick that they do with dogs, right?
You pull out a sheet you didn't know you had, and you hold it out in front of him between the other
and they can
guys.
Still see him above
and they can
because I'm like 3 feet tall.
Because you're too short to reach all the way up. And then you drop it, and he's still standing there. And one of them goes, I don't think this guy's a magician. Let's get him. And now I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
Right. Here we go. Initiative. 9.
15.
11.
All right, great. So this one
Should Patrick roll, or does that not matter?
Oh yes, thank you. He does need to roll.
Yeah, just because we don't like Podrick doesn't mean that he's not
that's
a
the
part
whole
of the
that's the whole reason he's here. 16. So Podrick goes first. And Podrick yells out, "For the glory of the king!" And he charges 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right to here. and he's going to attack the bandit right in front of him. And so let me see that. Let me see what he's got going on. Does he have any spells? No, not yet. Okay, so he attacks. And that is a 15, which hits the bandit. And so he does 12.
Oh,
he kills that bandit in one blow. He just straight up yells for the glory of the king, runs up and catches that bandit right across the throat, and immediately he falls unconscious, bleeding out. And so now it is... Nope, it is the yellow bandit's turn, and he is
the
going
leader
to,
of the bandits.
He
arguably.
is going to attack Bosch because Bosch is right there. So he draws out his scimitar, and he swings at Bosch. And Bosch, can you tell me your armor class?
Yeah, I'm 16.
So you see this coming from a mile away, and he just does a really unrefined, just, and you just let the sword pass right by you. He doesn't even get close to connecting with you, so he misses. Lek, it is now your turn.
As he's swinging, I yell at Bosch, "Look out," pointing at the guy with the sword, and inadvertently casting Toll of the Dead.
Oh,
I
dang.
love it. I love it. Accidental magic because you're so new to it. Let me see what Toll of the Dead does.
It is
That will-
one creature where you can see within range, and the sound of dolorous bells fills the air around for a moment.
Wisdom or
Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it takes 1d12 necrotic damage.
Right, so let me first see here. That only has a range of 60 feet. He is 55
I'm within the range
feet.
I
Yep.
measured.
Nice work. Good work. Thank you. Okay, so what does he need to roll? A wisdom
He
saving
needs
throw?
to roll a wisdom saving.
It rolled a 20. So that saves.
Dang.
Okay.
But
And then hold on.
hold on a second. But let me
Go ahead.
What happens on it if it saves? Does it still take damage? Or take 1d8?
I don't think so.
Spells. Nope. Yeah, so. Yep. So he just that spell just misses.
Okay, and then with my bonus action, I'd like to cast Shield of Faith on Bosch.
Awesome. Awesome. So let me see.
Oh, yeah.
See Shield of Faith there. So because you're not really familiar with your is that a second level spell? Is that, no. Okay, first level, yeah. +2 bonus AC for duration. Okay, so great. So you go ahead and you feel just this the power swell within you, and you channel it through your urge to protect Bosch, who's now in the middle of all of these bandits. And Bosch receives a +2 to AC. You don't know how you did it. You don't have a name to it, but you can feel and you
Right.
know that he is more protected. Okay,
Cool.
So Purple Bandit. So he is going to run over. He just saw his friend.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Please continue.
I need to get off a ruler. That's why I select. There we go. So he just saw Podrick kill this dude. So he runs over and he's going to attack Sir Podrick. And he is going to roll an attack. That's not right. Roll, please. Why is this not rolling? What's going on? Stats +3 attack. Why are you not? Oh, maybe I need to hit next. Is that the issue? There we go. All right. Well, it's not. Why is this not rolling? What's going on? Oh, there they are. I just wasn't scrolled down. Duh. Okay. All right, so he swings at Sir Podrick, and it just like glances off of his armor. He connects, but it like barely even scratches his armor. So he is all set. Next, it is Rokun.
Okay. So, as soon as I saw them come after Bosch, I am going to run up towards the bandit directly to his left.
Okay. Now, something about barbarians. Entering a rage is something that you have to declare. You aren't automatically in a rage when you are in combat.
Am I now, as far as declaring that rage, though? Now that's a bonus action is to enter rage. So that has to, is that coming afterwards?
You can
though, right?
you can do that before. You can make that your first thing. Bonus actions don't have to come last.
Okay. All right. So let's say, yeah, I want to go into. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to do my bonus action. I'm going to go into rage. I see that Bosch is under threat. I'm worried about him and obviously my new comrade. So I enter in that rage. Is there something I actually have to select within here, though?
Nope. You just say that you do. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah. Strength. Rage ends early if you're knocked unconscious. If your turn ends. Okay. You can also end your rage as a bonus day. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is, so I've entered rage. So then at that point, I should be able to move up to that one right to the left. Let me.
Now, because I gave you a dash because you got ready, you can run around. Let me see. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, so you can run around and up and still reach him. Or if you want to try and clamber up the wall, you can do that, but you'll need an athletics check to hoist yourself up. And then you would still have movement left after you get there.
Well, I mean, if my target's the one directly to his left and I can go by going around, I'm going to do that then.
Yep.
That way I don't have to worry about the check. I want to make sure that I can get to him. So I should be able to come up to right there then.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep. Absolutely.
And then for my action, or for my attack, I want to use... I'm going to use my great axe to attack.
Okay, great.
So, and again, I need to roll that one first, I think.
Yep.
Right?
So click for that one. Click on the +7 on the great axe, 25.
Oh.
You absolutely connect. You and roll damage. So for that one, because you're using it, you're using it two-handed. So you only have one button to click for that.
So just click. Yeah.
Yep, just click 1d12 +5 plus another 2 because you're ranging. So you hit 11. So you full on kill that dude.
Nice.
And you just hit him with one brutal blow to the head, and you just hear his skull crunch, and he just flops down.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, so next we have... nope, he's dead. So we're just going to delete the dead one. Now it is Bosch's turn.
Okay. I say something in character without it taking a part
absolutely.
Of my,
so
combat
each turn in combat lasts 6 seconds, so you can say something that would last about
Okay, cool.
6 seconds.
I should just say I want to say something like Actually, I'm not going to say anything. I changed my mind. I'm just gonna roll today. Here I go. I'm gonna attack the bandit in front of me that pushed Tommy to my left.
The now dead Tommy.
Yeah, the now dead Tommy. Now I do want to say something. I say, looks like I made Tommy disappear after all.
No.
Oh, sorry, I rolled initiative. That's initiative. That's initiative. I rolled the
yeah.
wrong thing. I rolled the wrong thing. I
He
rolled the wrong
responds,
thing.
"No, you didn't. That big guy made Tommy disappear."
And who's controlling the big guy? Now I'm rolling to hit. 12 plus 5 is 17.
You hit him. You connect.
Cool. And that's two-handed, so here we go. And I hit him for 10.
10. He is hurt. He is very, very hurt, but he is not down. He is like wobbling. He's all woozy. You smacked him across the jaw, and he's just like barely on his feet.
I have a bonus action. I'm going to use unarmed strike for my bonus
Awesome.
action. That is a natural 1, folks.
You go to punch him, and you hit him right in the chest buckle of his leather, and the buckle goes into your fist, and you take, let me see. Nope, that was out. That didn't land in the box. 5 points of damage.
God damn. Then I say like, ow. I just scream in pain.
So go ahead and take 5 points off of yourself.
You take 5 points. No, I'll do it.
Okay,
Right now.
I can do it.
Wait, hold
Actually, I
on.
can't do it.
No, I got it.
Ed, did your turn include the modifier that I gave you?
That was a critical.
He
that was a
hurt
crit
himself on a critical failure.
Okay.
It's not an armor class issue.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
Great. So next is the bandit that you just attacked. So he is going to attack you right back. He takes a swing at you, but he is so woozy from your blow, your absolutely brutal blow, that he just swings completely over your head. He's not even on target. You don't even have to dodge this attack. It's so bad. And then next comes... that's not right. Oh, I think I rolled the wrong ones. Okay, but so next is this yellow bandit, and he's actually going to... let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Wait, doesn't Podrick go before the yellow bandit?
No.
No, this is the last one.
This is the last one.
I think you said this one when it should have been the other one.
Yeah, I think I got them mixed up, but yeah, I think you're right. This one
going by order.
Yeah, I got
The orange one is the one that missed, and the blue or black one is dead.
Yes, I got the order
right, but
wrong
there's a
before.
fifth bandit that was done in the wrong order.
This bandit, I went out of order. This bandit has not yet had a turn.
Okay.
So this one is going to 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one's going to run around his friend and go to attack the big guy. You killed Tommy. He was my best friend.
He disappeared.
You disappeared.
Pounded it to the ground like a nail.
All right, he rolls a 10. Raccoon, what is your armor class?
16, it looks like.
Yeah, 16. So he takes a swing at you, and it just like scrapes across your stone skin and the light leather armor you're wearing. It does not penetrate or cause any damage at all. All right, so next we are back to Sir Podrick, and he goes, "I shall smite out evil wherever it be," and he goes to attack.
Josh rolls his eyes.
He rolls a 16 for attack, and he rolls a 12 for damage.
Oh my God. Sir Patrick is such a beast.
And he's
just like cleaving these dudes in half as
we're
just like
cleaves the other bandit, and he's dead. And now as a bonus is for his movement after attacking, he's going to 3, 4 come on over to engage with this next bandit. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. We'll come back to it if we want to. When that bandit left next to you, Bosch, you would have had an attack of opportunity. You can take that now. Since
okay, great. Here I go.
So this is against the yellow bandit near Raccoon.
Mhm.
I forgot to do
Great.
that.
Here I go. Rolling to hit. Here we go. 18 plus 5, 23.
You hit your attack of opportunity. Roll damage.
Two-handed. That is 5.
All right, so he takes 5 damage. And now I get to do math. And that would make it 6. Okay. Do you guys see their hit points?
No.
Awesome.
No.
Cool. That's the
Yes.
way I want it.
If you click on combat, you can. Oh no, you don't. Never mind.
Cool.
No.
Awesome.
I have a point of order question.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
So in like you've said that in combat, like you have movement,
Mm-hmm.
attack, and bonus action.
Yeah.
Do they have to fall in that order?
No, they do not. You can.
So like technically I could have, after casting my spell not being successful, taking my bonus action, I could have walked closer to the battle as my movement.
You can.
afterwards.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. You absolutely can.
Can I correct that now?
Sure. Yep. I'll let you do that now
because
because
I'm a noob.
because we are learning. Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna move closer. I'm gonna.
So you can move 30 feet.
I think that's 30 feet. Let me check.
Great.
Yeah, good enough.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So now it would be the yellow bandit, but we screwed that up, and he's not supposed to be there. So now it is actually Lex's turn again.
Okay.
Hey, did you take your sorry, did you take your bonus turn for the paladin, or is that not a thing?
His bonus action, he doesn't have any usable bonus actions at this point.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so he attacked and he moved.
Cool.
I throw my javelin at the yellow bandit.
All right, great. Please roll to hit.
Oh no, another critical failure.
Oh no. You throw your javelin. It bounces off the wagon and comes back and gets you in the leg. And you take 4 points of damage.
Dang. All right, who's next? Or is there more for right? Sorry.
Nope. Next is that one's
That blue
dead.
bandit's dead.
Yep. Now it is Raccoon.
All right. So I am going to the yellow guy who came to attack me. I know he's already been damaged by Bosch. I'm going to attack him. Let me take a look here. So I'm going to, yeah, same thing. I'm going to go with my great axe and attack him.
Great.
So come on now. All right, I got attack.
You go to attack and you swing your axe at him, and he sort of turns it aside with his sword, and it just sort of glances off to the side and does not hit. Now it is Bosch's turn.
All right, I'm gonna attack the yellow bandit with my quarterstaff.
Great.
10.
You go to jab your staff at him, and he leans back, and it passes past him without hitting him.
All right, a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my bonus action right now. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Unarmed strike on the same target.
Okay. That
like it.
does hit. So he leans back to dodge your quarterstaff that you jabbed forward with one hand, and then you very quickly snap your fist out and catch him on the jaw while he's laid back on his heels. And please roll damage for your unarmed strike.
Right. 4.
Takes 4 damage, and he is wobbling. He is also really hurt, but still on his feet. Steve, you had a question?
Yeah, so as far as with the bonus action, so I did my normal attack. Then if I look at my bonus actions, I also have one called Actions in Combat, 2 weapon fighting. Does that mean I essentially get another
That is if you are fighting with 2 weapons.
two? Oh, I got you.
I believe.
Not two-handed weapon.
Yeah, no, it's not a 2-handed
Okay.
weapon. It's if you have 2 weapons.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's all. That's all I wanted to know. Because
Okay.
if that was the case, I was going to use
All right,
it. All right.
so next, it is the Orange Bandit's turn. And he is going to attack Bosch. And he hits. And he does 4 points of damage. He swings his sword at you and catches you in the side. So you were extended punching, and he goes for a swing and gets you right in the side, and you take 4 points of damage.
Right. Stand by. Let me go to my character sheet. 4 points of damage. Gotcha. Okay.
Now the next one is dead. So we go back to the yellow, who had not had his turn this round, and he is going to attack Raccoon, and he will hit. And so Raccoon, well, you had this huge swing with your great axe, and you miss, which left you exposed, and he jabs forward and catches you in the shoulder and hits you for 3 points of slashing damage.
3.
And so now
Okay.
it is back to Sir
Yep.
Podrick, and he goes, "You are hurting my best friends throughout all of time." And he goes to attack the
I
Orange
say
Bandit.
best friends? Question mark.
And he will hit.
Jesus. Why
And
are we even?
he does 4 points of damage, killing the Orange Bandit.
Jeez.
All right. And next, it is Lex's turn.
Hey, Mayor, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
At any point in time, is there ever a reason do you ever end combat without actually killing all of the other
It
participants?
is.
Like if we wanted to try to interrogate this guy, something along those
I need to
lines.
look in the rules as to whether there is, but like officially, I'm not sure, but I definitely want there to be. If there's something you want to try to end combat, when it is your turn, let me know and we can try it, and describe what you would like to do, and I will set a difficulty check for that. And we can, and you can roll to see if you can make it happen.
Okay.
I'm absolutely open to nonviolent resolutions to combat.
Okay.
But right now it is Lex's turn.
I
Let me
noticed that
hold on.
there's-
Let me say this though. Your attempt to end the combat will count as your action. So you will lose out on an opportunity to do damage if you try to negotiate a ceasefire.
Okay.
I noticed that there's only one bandit left, and I pointed at him, yelling, "Get him!" And again, inadvertently cast a magic spell. Again, it would be Toll the Dead.
Okay. So let me
So-
look at Toll of the Dead one more time just to see what it is. So it's
It's Wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic
wisdom
damage.
saving throw. Okay.
Oh wait, except he's missing some hit points, right? So it's 1d12.
Yep. Damage is not your concern on this one, I think. Wisdom.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty check on the wisdom saving throw for the spell?
Is that the hit wisdom number?
Yes.
13.
The spell reflects around him, but he is unswayed. It doesn't seem to have any effect. All right. So
Wait.
Yep, go ahead.
I am going to walk over to him
Mm-hmm.
and hit him with my Warhammer.
You cast a spell that counts as your action.
I have a bonus action of 2-weapon fighting.
That's if you are holding two weapons, like hitting with one and then hitting
Oh,
with the
one
other.
hitting with the other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. So I guess I'm done.
You can cast Healing Word as a bonus action.
Nah.
Yeah, sure. Bosch is down to 5 hit points. Screw him. You're down to 3.
All right, no, okay, I'll do healing. I didn't realize he was down to 5. Yeah, I'll do healing word on Bosch.
Well, let me see this. You're down to 3 too. Let me see the spell.
I'm down to 5.
Okay.
I think we know how
Creature
many
of your
hit
choice
points the other
you
bandit
can
has. Folks.
see within range. Okay, so you don't have to touch him for this. You can just cast Healing Word and Ted, roll a. Let's see. You roll 1d4 plus your spelling modifier. So, Bosch, you get 4 hit points back.
Well,
and make sure you're for that. Make sure you are checking off a spell slot use. You don't have to for your cantrips. You do have to for a spell.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So that was Lex's turn. That one's dead. All right, Raccoon, it is your turn.
All right. So what I'm thinking is this. I know that Bosch is hurting. I don't want the one lone bandit that's there to try to attack him. So I'm going to, can I actually move myself in between Bosch and that bandit?
No, you can't get in between them.
All right.
That you take up each person takes up an entire grid. So
their own space.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know why they were. I mean, we've got a gnome tied to a tree, and we don't have any idea why.
Well,
so what I want
you remember they were trying to get into his pack. He has this huge pack of, and all sorts of things tied to it, and they were trying to get that pack open. So that could be their motivation.
That's right. You know what? He hit me. I'm gonna just go ahead. I don't like this guy. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to attempt to attack him again. We're just really going to try to end it with my great axe again.
That misses. You take another swing at him, but you are conflicted about actually wanting to kill this man, and so your heart isn't really in the swing, and there's just a moment's hesitation, and he's able to turn your axe aside again and avoid the hit. Bosch, it is now your turn.
Sorry to be that guy, but it looks like we rolled a 1 on that last one plus 7.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
yeah, so
sorry to be that guy, folks.
I wish they didn't add the modifier when it's a natural 1 for that very reason.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look up to see if there's a way. Thank you. Yeah, so again, you swing and miss, and it embeds itself into the wagon next to you, sending a shower of splinters up into your face, and you take 2 points of damage from the splinters. I think you've done more damage to yourself than you have to an enemy in this.
Absolutely.
No, don't forget about Tommy.
Oh yeah, I wrecked Tommy.
Oh, that's right. You wrecked Tommy.
You made him disappear.
I made him. That's right.
Okay. My turn, right?
Yes, it is Bosch's
turn. Here I go. All right, I'm going to attack this last bandit with my quarterstaff. And that is a 14.
That is a hit. Roll damage, please.
Great. I'm going to do it one-handed this time. I don't know why. Just because it's one-handed. That's 6.
You feel like showing off a little bit, so you spin the quarterstaff above your head with one hand, pause at the very top, and bring it down as hard as you can across his head, and that knocks him out, and we are out of combat. Now,
Well, I just rolled an acrobatics check. I rolled a 10. I wanted to try to do a little cartwheel at the end.
you go to do a cartwheel, and your the blood from your wound has greased down your leg, and your foot slips, and you just sort of slip up and fall on your back.
Okay.
So now we can stop here because it is actually 10 minutes past our end time. Or if you would like to, we can either pick it up next week right from here, or we can go through a little bit of role play we have that will probably take about
Wait,
20 minutes.
can we actually stop it here? Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I really like the
100%
idea of
better for me.
Kofi showing up at the end of combat and being like, "What did I miss?" And then we're like, "Oh, thank God, Patrick's out of
A
here."
bunch of dead bodies lying around. We're all bloody.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, that's
Yeah.
perfect. We can
Podrick
absolutely.
is heaving, like the bloodlust is flowing through
And
him.
like Podrick, what a psycho!
Yeah,
That guy just cleaved everybody in half.
we absolutely can stop right there. All right, so awesome session, guys. That was super cool, and I'm looking forward to next week. And that is